Right, everybody, just thought I'd do a quick one on fire kits. Right, but before starting fire kits, well, just fire kits, right? Fire kits, fire kit, very nice fire kit. Fire kit, fire knife. Right, just quick one on fire kits and why it's so important. Okay, it's important for lots of different reasons. Right, you've got your water to consider. You know, that's why it's important to have a fire, to be able to light a fire. It is important. There's as many things. It's a bit of discipline with your fire, like wiping your backside and stuff. Don't just go willy-nilly lighting fires here, there and everywhere. You know, gotta get clued up. Like where I am now, I'm yards away from a brook or a stream, whatever you want to call it, a burn. There's an established fireplace, but there's pines close by, right? The root system that in summer, you might think that your fire's out, and you walk off an hour or two later, you've caused a wood fire, forest fire. So it's all about discipline and self-discipline. There's a point to it. This is stuff I've been playing with today. This is my dog. Thank you. I left it in a wrapper. Do you know what? I've never had one of them before, because I always carry a bottle of fresh water in with me. Plastic bottle, squeeze one of those man-made bottles. That's brilliant. Never had one before. Thank you very much. Yeah, fires. Right, so it's a bit of discipline with your fires. Learn how to do it. Like I say, show some respect. You know, don't cause major damage. And I've got to tell you a story about this because I fluffed it up before, right? See Andy Mad Dog, right? The Mad Dog bit, right, comes from when he was in the military. Okay, he was in the British military, right? So you're getting at the really thin edge of the wedge there. You know what I mean? You're getting it really amongst the best of being the British military. But knowing a little bit of what I do about Andy, he was getting to the really thin edge. Anyway, he was off picking a bit of kit up, him and his mucker, right? Some other compound. As you can imagine, military compounds and all that, you need clearances to get in the gate, and then clearances to get into a second gate, and then clearance to get into some areas and that. Anyway, so he's got all his clearances and all that, right? But security's a bit laxy-daisy at this place. He's gone to pick up this piece of equipment, right? So anyway, he's walking along, and he sees this dog. Right? Well, it's a military trained guard dog, so it's probably a bit of an attack dog at the same time. His handler wasn't there. This dog's gone for Andy. Gone for him. Got a hold of him. Anyway, Andy being the gentleman he is, like, you know what I mean? He wasn't into punching and kicking the dog and all that. So this is a true story. What he did was, he decided, blow this, I'm going to give that dog what that dog's giving me. And he started biting and growling and setting about this bloody military trained guard dog, so you can imagine what kind of anyway, the handler, I think as the story goes, the handler manages to separate, well, he couldn't manage to get Andy off the dog. It wasn't the other way around. He couldn't get the dog off Andy. He couldn't stop Andy to get off the dog, because Andy Mad Dog Survival was chewing lumps off this dog. Anyway, cut the story short. It's not my story, but I think it's one of the best stories I've ever heard. It's every time we went back to that compound and that dog was there, this dog was cowering in the corner every time Andy walked in. You know what I mean? You could just imagine, can't you? Fucking mad dog, mental, absolutely mental, Andy. Mental. You cannot look, yeah. That's Andy's stuff, look. Got a couple of them. I'm going to show you. Where is it? Here it is, look. See that, look? It's, yeah, so fire's important, man. You hear that story about Andy Mad Dog? It's just a little, this is another traditional little fire kit. You know, flint and steel, I might show you that. Yeah, Mad Dog Survival. Huh? Why do I go on about Mad Dog Survival stuff? First of all, it works, right? Anything that man makes, that his jute twine and his fire starters, I know I can buy them, stick them in my kit, and I know that they work. Just recently I did a one of these Mad Dog duels, because I've been carrying them for, as soon as I got them, I've been carrying them, and that was in my pocket emergency fire kit type thing. I've had the pouch for years. It's just something I do, you know what I mean? Fire kits everywhere. But yeah. Making a cup of coffee, what you do. Yeah, look. It's an old one. Just every now and again I've got to rewrite that, but that's an old fire kit, look. But the pouch is old. See, the other day when I got that stuff off Mad Dog Survival, I'll show you what I did. This is a ferrocerium rod, one of those little boxes, but the ferrocerium rod's tight to that. But you can take the ferrocerium rod off that cord. Let's just show you. I know I've got cotton wool in here, I don't want it to blow away, it is blowy. But see that there? As soon as I tried one of his discs, I put 3 in. Right, so I've got 3 of his discs in there. I'll give it that. That's just untread cotton wool at the minute, but if Andy says I can put Vaseline on it and it won't interrupt the these, I put Vaseline on it, right? So it's a bit of cotton wool, basically just a packing, but jet lighter. There's actually 4 of them in there. They're 4 new ones. Like I say, I cut one of them up in 3. One of those wicks. And I'm going to do a couple more of them. But also got a little bit of that there. There's a bit of fuel in there. In some rubber solution. But this year, this is definitely, you're definitely going to get your fire started with that, and opportunity to boil water, just that stuff in there. Right, Gonna see him not. Just some standard bits and pieces, but yeah. Mad Dog, classic story.